So please do me a favor and read the disclaimer in the description below. And let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can exchange communication and help one another. And it's important that you understand that I get a tremendous amount of help from this. It reiterates my thoughts, my strong beliefs on narcissistic abuse, and it validates me. So thank you. I have a private message here, and any private messages will always be anonymous. So, hi Tom, I'd like my name to remain anonymous. I'm in my late 60s, and I only just woke up to narcissism in February of this year. While it was wonderful to know that I'm not alone, I'm sad that most of my life has been destroyed by my narc family. Most of your life, not all of it. I'll talk more about that in a moment. They are all dead. Father in 77, mother in 96, sister in 2010, and golden child brother in 2011. I don't miss any of them. All narcs. They dumped all their crap on me instead of dealing with the dysfunction in our family. Our depression and anxiety were evidence of the dysfunction, so they had to silence and discredit me. You know the drill. I was the crazy one. We all know the drill with you. My current therapist tries to help only because I tried to make her understand what real narcissism actually is and the devastating effects it has on its targets and victims. I am an Army veteran, and the VA provides my health care. Thank you for your service. Hoorah. Only problem is they aren't up on lifelong trauma. Only the regular combat PTSD, not RC PTSD. I know. And I know also that they're very hurried, the VA, when it comes to the therapy department. That they're very rushed, and if you get 15 minutes, you're fortunate. And they're very quick to prescribe medicine and see you out the door. That's unfortunate. My depression and anxiety persist. My energy is low, and I isolate most of the time. I only go out when I absolutely have to. The only joy in my life is my 15-year-old dog, and he has to be my last dog. I live in upstate New York, near the Canadian border, where the winters are relentless. I'm not sure he can survive another winter. I never married. I have one 26-year-old adopted daughter who has many abusive narc traits. She is high-functioning, autistic, and Asperger's. I had to go no contact from her because she's dangerous to me, steals from me, and uses me for money. It's tough. I want to live a happy life, but I don't feel it's possible. It's just too late. It seems the longer the programming is left in your brain, the longer and deeper it embeds, and the longer it takes to overcome. I just don't think I'll have time. It makes me angry and sad. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. As far as I can see, I'm the oldest in this community. Then she goes on to give some nice words. So, about the therapy. You're going to have a very difficult time trying to find a therapist that understands, has genuine concern, genuine empathy for a victim of narcissistic abuse, simply because it's not that they're not empathetic people, it's that they don't understand it. If it's taught in any of the schools based on psychology or psychoanalytics, it's done very quickly and briefly and never gone into in depth. And that's what I've been told, and that's what I've studied. Now let's get back to what really concerns me and what the message I really want to get across. You're in your late 60s. I'm in my late 50s. So I can say this and be what I feel is sincere and honest in my reply. You wrote that. Hopefully you're watching this now. That means you're alive. Possibly and probably you have a good 20 years left in you. I like to think that anyway. I know that's positive thinking, but you have good years ahead of you. That is not old. So you have a choice to make. And it's a very difficult choice. I'm not saying it's easy. What do you want to do with those remaining golden years? I know that when the Narcs pass away, it's far from the end of it. I used to think, and I think all of us have this odd fantasy that when the narcissist in our life dies, we'll be free from the abuse and we'll be safe. And to some degree, that's true. But, and this is what I try to stress so much, and what psychologists and psychiatrists really don't get, or most of them anyway, is the years and compounding years of abuse on a physical, mental, sometimes sexual nature leave devastating effects. And you can't just shake them off. You can't just ignore them, even after they're dead, long after they're dead. The damage has already been done. It's like a bomb that's gone off. It leaves carnage behind. So what do you want to do with those remaining years? There's so much you can do. There's so much. Even if you dedicate one day a week to making someone else happy by a nice gesture, a nice thought, a nice word. Look at that. That's worth it. That's worth having a happy life. You're taking care of an animal, a huge responsibility, a noble and loving one. Taking care of an animal, in my opinion, is a joy. Sammy's now 10 years old. I can watch him aging. And I get a little sad when he ages. But he brings me joy every single day. Therapy. I'll share something with you. My therapist is a certified psychodrama therapist. Now, this is difficult. This is painful. What a psychodrama therapist does is they have certain props or certain chairs in their office, and they have you reenact one of the moments, one of the scenes of the trauma, whereas you'd be talking to the abuser. Very painful. However, I'm incredibly grateful I went through that pain because it helped me so much. Look, thank you for writing this. But every moment you're breathing, every day that you're alive, you have the opportunity to do something good. Not only for other people, not only for your dog, but for yourself as well. Words said easily, yeah, I know. But they're true. Every single day you have, you can make a difference somehow. And those days will add up. I don't care if you're 18 or in your 70s. Each day is as important in your 70s as an 18-year-old. You can make that much of a difference. You can make more of a difference based on your experience, based on your empathy, based on your caring, and based on your heart. Look, they did a lot of damage, just a tremendous amount of damage that most people, present company excluded, cannot even accept, understand, fathom. It's not behind you. It's with you. I get it. I'm not going to dismiss it. But it's far from over. Your life is far from over. Make a choice. Make a choice to make a difference. There's no reason why you cannot. Can't leave the house for any reason? That feeling of isolation, anxiety? Volunteer for a suicide hotline. There's no reason you can't do anything or something to make yourself happy. And what I found is making myself happy, what gives me contentment, is helping others as well as taking care of the dog. Never give up. That's exactly what the narcissist, whether they're in their coffin or not, always wanted. Don't give it to them. Thank you for your question. I hope this helped, and I'm wishing you peace.